Okay, so I am doing my sea creatures presentation for quarter 2 Earth Science, and my sea creature that I chose is the blue ringed octopus. And here's my blue ringed octopus. His name is Blue. And Blue is rather shy, so I'm going to tell you some facts about Blue. There's Blue. Yep, I drew him myself. Okay, so Blue, our little friend, his predator that kills him is the moray eel, and they will attack them in their dens, and they like to hide in crevices. And yeah, because they're squishy, they can do that. They are light yellow to light brown, and when provoked, they get these huge blue dots. Those are blue. They turn, these are actually brown in real life. When they're provoked or threatened, they go and turn bright blue, and that's their signal to say, stay away from me. At birth, they are about that big, they're like the size of a pea, and then when they mature, when they are an adult, they are about that big, the size of a golf ball. They eat injured fish and crustaceans like hermit crabs, yeah, basically crustaceans. The unique features about it is, well, they're blue circles, they're really pretty, and they're bright iridescent blue. And it has 2 deadly venoms, and none of them have an antidote. And one of the venoms they use for killing crabs, and the other one they use is for provoke. And they can either bite you, or they can like spit it out, and so they spit out their venom in the water, and then whatever's in the water gets killed. It also carries enough venom to kill 26 grown adults. Wow. And it is one of the most venomous marine animals in the world. It's actually the only venomous octopi. The energy, it gets its energy source from the food it eats, and the fish and the crabs get their energy from like the plankton that they eat. The plankton gets their energy from the sun. Yep, energy webs. And then relationships, well, we kind of have a relationship with it because it lives in the Great Barrier Reef in Australia, and so we kind of help it by protecting the reef. But then they also kill the fish and the hermit crabs. They also are kind of helper to the plankton to help the plankton live longer. They range from Australia. There's Australia. They live in Australia. Most of them are found in Australia, but they can also be found in Japan. So they can range from Australia to Japan. For temperature, they need a climate in the lower 70s. They can live in high 70s, but it limits their lifespan, short to say. Salinity, they're very sensitive to the nitrates and salinity in the water, so if it's too high, they die. Currents, our little friends follow the currents, but they kind of stay more upshore, and I'll get to that in a moment. But they usually find a new den every 1 to 2 weeks, so they are wanderers. They don't really have a home permanently. And this is how they end up in Japan, is they will just follow the currents. For the tides, they actually, these little octopi can be found in tide pools. So the tides push our little guys up to the shore, and they can be found in tide pools in Australia. Depth, they live in pretty shallow water, because, I mean, they're about that big. And so they can go deep, but it's not really recommended for them. And then the waves, well, because they are so tiny, the waves make it hard for them to move. So they usually stay on the reef, in the Great Barrier Reef. So yep, this is the blue ringed octopus, the most deadly octopus in the world. Hope you enjoyed.